Without a majority vote of the commission, then you violated your own bylaws.
That vote was taken years ago.
Years ago.
So the higher.
No. Before you were a commissioner? Because it needs to be renewed for every
I
action.
don't know exactly the date that Quarles was working with us on a regular basis, but it was, I believe it was before my time, yes.
I think you're in
Right,
legal
thank you.
quicksand.
We're done.
Gary, do you think I was appointed for 9 months or for 5 years?
You were appointed for 9 months.
Okay, so why was Rusty appointed in June of 2020 for 5 years to fill out the balance of Steve Nix's term, yet I was only appointed for 9 months to fill out the balance of Brian Gallagher's term? Why the two sets of rules?
Because that's what we were told by...
The discussion that we had with Mike Sylvia, who was the chairman of the delegation, was that because this appointment was in June and Nix's appointment was up in November, rather than bringing the delegation together again, which costs a lot of money to bring them together again in 4 months, that it was so close that we would just appoint for the full 5 term.
Okay.
And that was the discussion. The minutes memorialized that was it. And that's, we're gonna...
So what you're saying is all we need is Mike Sylvia to come to the March 23rd meeting and announce that I was appointed to a 5-year term and I'm on until February of 2027.
Well, one of the purposes of having the appointments in November goes back to the original GAC bylaws and the Enabling Act, which says every November we elect on a rotating basis 1 commissioner.
Right.
To get that out of cadence is a problem.
Right, which you're doing by saying that Rusty is appointed for 5 years.
I have a question. Wait, let me just...
Let him finish.
Was he
Let him finish,
reappointed and
guys.
re-sworn in?
I'm done discussing
Because his
this.
term ended, were you reappointed and sworn in a second time?
No.
No, just don't.
So the term ended, you were not reappointed.
Don't take any more.
But wouldn't it be
I just said
wouldn't
that.
it be Sylvia's choice in the sense of he made that decision?
By the
One
1959
man cannot change state law. This is state law. It's RSA. You cannot change that by a bad opinion from one person.
I only went with is that in the sense of obviously it's not been
Rusty,
considered
we gotta-
an issue
we gotta get out of
for
this.
this many years.
It hasn't, it never
But nobody brought it up. Why didn't anybody bring it up? Whatever.
See, I don't want to hash out what's happened before. I want to hash out what we know right now.
Right now.
We know we have a commissioner who
I have a
overstayed his term.
And
We
so
have
many
to address this.
Mr. McClear, last time...
Otherwise, I'm on for 5 years.
You two commissioners did not recognize Mr. Strang as a sitting commissioner. What's happened since then that now you do? Did you guys now get different legal advice? To now identify him?
It's on the 23rd of this month, we'll have a meeting where we'll have a vote to have him be voted in as whatever the rest of the board wants
No,
to
I've
do.
already motion you made. There's no vote. I've already been voted in.
Mr. McClear, may I ask a question?
Are you with the newspaper?
Now.
I am with GreenwichRock.com.
Yeah.
We are the leading political blog site here in New Hampshire. Our online reach dwarfs that of the Union Leader, the Laconia Daily Sun, and most of the others. So I do have a question for you. Again, it comes back to the proper role of government and being under the rule of law.
Are you a free stater?
No, I am not. I've been here for 36 years, but it always seems to be that the bugaboo is calling out the free staters, just like it was a decade ago. Everybody's a Tea Party person when people come up and challenge stuff. But here's my question. Does the chair of the county delegation trump state law? That's really what this comes down to. Does an opinion trump state law?
We're gonna get this open for the public. If you're ready to go.
Thanks. Nice talking to you.
Let the record show that none of the commissioners, be they Kiedaisch or McClear, would answer the question. What trumps state law? Obviously, they believe Mike Sylvia, as chair of the county delegation, trumps state law.
Croc TV.